Hello, Dusty Smith, Lightfoot Vegan, and today I might be taking a risk in getting this car. It's definitely been through a wreck, I can tell that. Clear coat ain't good like the factory. I think I see some dents too and scratches right there. I'm not sure though, still looks pretty good. It's a 6-speed. I don't know, I just hope it's a good car because we're on our way out in Greensboro to get it. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to take it for another test drive, making sure it handles 65 and 75. There's another place. Hello, Dusty Smith by Topeka, and I decided to get this Hyundai Elantra Sport. It's the 1.6 turbo. I decided to go ahead and buy it. So far it's been good. Let me turn off the music for now. It's nice. I like the interior. It's a 6-speed manual. There's a few things wrong with it. The check engine light's on because of the gas cap, which I replaced, but it's supposed to have a reverse switch right here, and it don't. Somebody clearly removed that. It's got a magnetic gun holster, which I like. I don't know what else to say. I plan on doing some mods. I'm going to ask the viewers to tell me what they think. I've already done a muffler delete. There's not much else. It's got fun power to be what it is. You know, according to factory specs, it's 201 horsepower and 195 foot-pounds of torque. Yeah, I'm happy with it so far. I love just driving it. I like driving it too much. That gas mileage that you're supposed to save with a 4-cylinder is not there because I drive it so much. But I know it'll wear off after a while eventually. But I'm thinking about doing a cold air intake. I'm having a hard time to decide between AFE and AEM, which I've had AEM on my Tacoma. I had AEM on my old Saturn, and that's why I want to switch it up. But the reason I'm thinking about going AEM on this one, I've heard of 6 Element, but they're a bit pricey, and I really don't know what they're offering that makes them any better than just a cold air intake at the end of the day. So, but I do know that from what I'm watching on videos, the AEM lets you hear the turbo, where the AFE makes the turbo quiet, and I kind of want a little bit louder noise. I want that, so I'm leaning towards AEM. And again, I can get AEM kind of cheap. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say, but if y'all want to see more videos on this car, and if you give me some ideas of what mods y'all want to see, I've already kind of thought of mods I'm going to do, and I'm going to kind of let y'all pick too in between. But so far I like it in its stock spec. It don't bother me. I'm happy with it. Somebody on YouTube called it a mature powered car, and that's where I stand. I think this is kind of like a mature power kind of car. It's a competitor against Honda Civic SIs, which I can see the funniness between the two because I test drove both of them. I would test drive a Honda Civic SI. It was a 2020, and I didn't like the power delivery. It was cause it's just lacking in torque. It's not, the horsepower is great, but the torque, I'm a torque guy. I like torque. So yeah, the torque of this one, which like I said is 195 foot-pounds, where the Civic's 193 foot-pounds, but it has 205 horsepower, where this only has 201. So, you know, from a dig, you can feel the power in this car, and it's fun. Which I do want to add something, but like I said, I don't want to lose the torque. I want to actually gain in torque, which some people argue and say that you gain horsepower, you gain torque. But I've seen, well, I felt it, not saying I've seen it, but my old car, when I done a different exhaust, put a fart can on it, I noticed I lost torque, but I gained horsepower. So it was kind of like, whatever. But this was felt torque, felt power. I felt like I lost it. I've never put a car on a dyno. I personally think dynos are kind of hard on the engine because of all the revving up to red line you got to do, and I'm just not that kind of driver. I do like the 0 to 60 fun, but really I'm not a tuner, I'm not a racer. I'm just a regular guy that likes stuff with a little bit of power and fun, but at the same time I want to, you know, be realistic and not jeopardize my vehicle's longevity. So I don't plan to do anything real crazy with this car. Maybe, like I said, just an air intake, maybe a full exhaust, and possibly just a tune, maybe. Which I heard that this car is pretty easy to milk 300 horsepower out of, so that's a plus. Oh, and this is a 2017 Hyundai Elantra, and it's the Elantra Sport. Just in case that's not known by the seats. But yeah, I wouldn't have settled for less than the Sport. I would not have gotten a basic Elantra, which I had an offer to get a 2021 Elantra, but it was a base model, and if I couldn't have got the N, which I wouldn't have been able to afford the N, I would have really loved the N.